Alright, welcome back. I haven't streamed in a while. I had a very busy weekend. It was very fun though. Definitely can't complain. But I have been missing it. And I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I need to go back in the house here and grab up some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and keep working on the Guardian Temple that I've been working on. I've got a lot actually completed um, in my off time while I was still working on it. I actually haven't played in a few days now. Let's see, dispensers. Grab some redstone. Plugins, dispensers, and redstone should be all I need for the moment. But yeah, let me go ahead and get on over to the water temple. Wait a minute, why am I doing this? I can just warp. I installed that warp mod for a reason. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give everybody a view here. This is what I've got completed so far. And sorry, Travis, I'm sure you have to wait for the stream to catch up. I also went in the configs and was looking around and found that some of the problems why our mob farms don't really generate quite the way I thought they should, and also the Guardian farm, because even once I got like 25% of the Guardian farm working, it was like, should be more than this. Anyway, I found it in the configs that you can actually set mob caps and whatnot, so I increased them just a little bit. Travis, you should also be very happy with that because it will make your squid hunting actually productive now. As you can see,
Nice.
in the direction I'm looking, there's like a whole family of squid right over there. And let me go ahead and turn her on, just show you how far I've gotten. Alright, so I've got the first quarter of it there on the left hand side done, and then I've got a couple of them on the right hand side done now. And as you can see, if you're looking down there, Travis, there's tons of Guardians down there.
Oh, wow. Gosh, there's a lot down there.
Yep. And I also, as you probably just noticed, I've got the entire thing glassed in already, finally. Thank you for that sand hunting mission you went on earlier. I still had to go get a little bit more, but not much more.
No problem.
Oh, and I've also got a very rudimentary but effective storage system set up over here. 18 double chests in all. Still haven't even really used up the first one though because I've been crafting up sea lanterns as fast as I can. Unfortunately, the larger part of the recipe for sea lanterns is the crystals, and you get those much slower. I also use this nifty little trick with the redstone lamp here. I actually found this out when I did the slime farm, and it was purely accidental, just simply based on where I placed the redstone lamp. I actually wound up placing it right next to the dropper elevator. Come to find out, one of the nifty things about a dropper elevator is if you run a redstone output from one of the torches that typically stays off unless an item is actually coming up through the system, just run a redstone output out from that into a redstone lamp and it'll actually blink when there's items coming through the system, which as much as this farm puts out is going to be pretty much continuously, but yeah. And I'll show you what I did here on the back. Here's just as you can see, that torch is typically off unless there's something actually coming up through the system, and if it turns on, it follows the redstone track here into the lamp. Now, I don't know if this would have wound up affecting anything or not, but I went ahead and put a repeater there because I didn't want to risk the redstone locking either of the hoppers. I don't think it would, but if I put the repeater there, then the redstone signal only goes into the lamp. So, I mean, it's cheap enough to do anyway. But if you power a hopper, it tends to lock it. So, not that it would really be that big of an issue because it would only lock for split seconds at a time. But I just don't want it causing problems. Anyway, go ahead and come on down here, Travis.
Looks like you forgot two things of glass in the back here too.
Are
In
you
the very back of it.
serious?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh,
I got
wow.
I got plenty of glass back at my castle. I can go get some.
Yeah, if you want to just fill that in, I can't believe I forgot those. It's not like that's really an emergency. It's going to be a while before I get back to those two sets. But,
Right.
alright, well, you go ahead and do that then, and I will go ahead and start adding some more dispensers. And of course, when you work on the farm, you have to turn it off. The only thing that's probably going to disappoint Ethan, oh, there's a lot of squiddies in the farm right now. We'll see if this works. Usually the guardians will kill off the squids though before they can actually fall through the drop. And if they kill the squids before they fall through the drop, then the lava is going to destroy the ink sacs when they go through, like right there. But, yeah, well. Now that I've upped the ability to actually find guardians in the wild, it's probably not going to be so bad anyway. Or not guardians, squids. Oh, I was also going to talk to you, Travis. I don't know if M-Rated's going to come back. I kind of hope he does. But he was saying last time that he actually streamed on Twitch. So I was thinking today about maybe asking him to link me to his channel and take a look. If he actually is a streamer, I might toss him an invite. Oh, do you have any stores of string, by the way? From
From like spiders?
yeah,
I may have some.
it's not that big of a deal. I just didn't want to AFK at the mob farm, but I can if I need to. I've got enough to do a little bit on the stream here, though. And there's still more string at the mob farm, so. Actually, wait a minute, what am I doing? We're going to do more than one of these at a time, so no point in adding redstone to that yet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get 8 for the moment. It'd be nice if I can just get the whole front done, which I should be able to. But yeah, the dispensers and the water buckets are the most expensive part of this build, I think. Especially the water buckets. 3 iron a pop really adds up.
Alright, I'll be right back. Give me about 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. one other thing I figured out when I was working with this, because before I started putting the dispensers up here, as you can see, I torched everything up and tried to make it spawn proof. Oh shit! But then I realized, um, once I get all the dispensers in, mobs actually don't spawn on redstone. So I shouldn't really have to have it lit up here. At least not that much. The redstone lines going across the top of all this will do a good enough job of that itself. Oh hey, the squiddies make noise as they swim. I never noticed that before. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why this was the short side this time. Oh, nope, I was still one over. Miscounted. No biggie. Alright, need to go make more buckets. Now, what was that? Huh. I heard a beep from Discord, but there's... Okay.
Well, I just got back, so.
Ah, thought you said 5-10 minutes.
Oh, shorter than that.
Anyways, I was saying earlier, I don't know if you caught that or not, but I realized that, because I was thinking about how to mob-proof the top of the mob farm, which would be pretty hard to do with redstone circuitry laying everywhere. But then I realized mobs actually can't spawn on redstone, so the redstone itself is actually the mob proofing.
Nice. How many more buckets do we need, or?
Oh, I wouldn't have an exact count for you. I just crafted up another, well, 3 full stacks of iron makes 4 stacks of buckets, but buckets only stack to 16, so...
Alright, well I can mill through some iron here and make some buckets and bring them out there.
I don't go through too much.
Dude, we have an iron farm. It's a commodity that can easily be replenished.
Alright.
Plus, if it's for the good for the server, I'm proud to give up my resources.
Oh, make sure to tell your girl again, thank you for the invite. I still appreciate that. Like I said, I had no clue that she even really knew who I was, so.
Yeah, she knows who you are. I do pretty much every time, like I said, every time my phone dings, she's like, "Oh, it's like Jamie, what you say?" I'm like, yeah, pretty much. All right, I got 3.5 stacks of buckets.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that party was going on. She completely surprised me with that.
Yeah, everybody there was saying that they couldn't believe that they actually got away with it. A little bit of a tip for you, buckets stack, water buckets don't, so don't fill them till you need them.
Oh, well, I just filled a whole bunch of buckets.
Oh, here, you can go ahead and put the buckets in the dispensers I'm fixing to put down there so you can get them out of your inventory. Don't fall.
I'll try not to.
Yeah, I haven't played too much with the mods yet. The first, I've only played so far pretty much with one of them, which is by everything that the Hermits was saying, basically the one you really want to learn first anyway. It's called Tinker's Construct. Um, it basically completely replaces the crafting table for weapons, because you can actually craft your weapons through that, and it gives you a um, gives you a way to craft your weapons that's completely different. Like you craft your weapons by parts. You have the handle, you have the blade, whichever type it is, pick head, axe head, sword blade, and then they throw in one extra part you can craft too, which is the connector between the two, and whatever. But you can craft them up, you can make different parts and swap out the parts. So like if you want to upgrade your stone pick to an iron pick, you can just make an iron pick head and then put it on there. The materials that you make your weapons and stuff with actually have their own unique benefits, and you can add extra materials like redstone, lapis, and other stuff to create extra effects on the weapon, like fortune, silk touch, all that. So it's actually pretty cool. And when an item breaks, it doesn't truly break, at least not in the Minecraft sense of the word. I mean, it breaks and it tells you that it's broken and you can't actually use it, but you just go back to the table and add more material to it, and it repairs, and you're good to go.
Nice. That would be pretty handy.
Yep. The next thing I'm fixing to start on that's part of that mod is the big smelter. it's one of the biggest things you actually need, because you can actually put your ores and everything in there, and it will actually smelt it into liquid ore. And you keep it in the smelter until you're ready to use it, and then you can put drains on the side of the smelter, and you can either drain the liquid ore off into a container where it will solidify into a block, like iron block, lapis block, redstone block, etc., or you can actually set a casting table next to it, and then drain it into the cast, where you can actually make the upgraded pick heads with the higher powered metals. Not to mention, it has all the mods that are in there completely modifies the world generation so that all the extra materials and everything spawn naturally, like copper, aluminum, tin, all kinds of interesting stuff. There's also alabaster and marble, which are really great looking white colored blocks. Like, alabaster puts quartz to shame, in my opinion. And it's a cheap block too. It's in the overworld.
Nice.
Alright, you got all these filled up with water buckets?
Yes.
Alright, so that does the whole front section. I'm going to go ahead and turn her on and take a look.
Just beautiful.
Yep, that's good.
And look at all the guardians just pour down.
Yep, that's a lot of guardians. This is pretty much why I chose this design. I just had to increase the mob cap a little bit to... I think this is probably a little bit more than what you would get in vanilla, but what we had before was so much less. So
this means all mobs spawn a lot more, not just guardians.
actually, it had individual controls for regular mobs and water mobs for some odd reason. They were controlled differently. I did increase regular mobs too, but not to the extent I increased water mobs. Because
okay.
water mobs was set to like 10. Like only 10 water mobs at any given time. I was like, what?
So now taking over a water temple is going to be nearly impossible.
I didn't think about that side effect of it.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice challenge, but
Well, if you are interested in taking over a water temple, you can always message me and I can tweak that setting back for you.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's a lot of guardians. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for the moment, because what I have to do now is craft up a whole bunch of redstone repeaters, because every one of these redstone lines needs a repeater to take it over to the next side.
Got a little bit of lag whenever you turn that off, but when it was running, I didn't get anything.
No, once it's on, it's fine, but the water draining, actually the water filling up doesn't even really lag you, but for some odd reason the water draining does. Alright. There's some torches, there's some more redstone. And some solid stone. Alright, we'll make 20.
Is my math right? Is there 212 different dispensers in here? just on this one side?
Um, I
There's 15 dispensers in each row, and there's 12 different rows.
that would probably be right. I mean, I've crafted at least 3 stacks of dispensers, so that right there would be like 195 at least.
There's 12 of these rows where there's a dispenser on each one, and then the other rows with just on the one side, there's 8 of them. So, wait, maybe my math's wrong.
Alright, all the repeaters are in. Well, the 8 times 4 would be 32. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that would be 12. 12 times 15 is what?
12 times 15 is 180, and there's 7, and they're not 8. So
okay.
that's
28. So 180 plus 28. Would be 208.
Yeah. Still a lot of dispensers.
I only got 19 left. I started out with a stack and a half. And that was just finishing off the other ones on this side.
I'll say I can go craft up some more.
Let's see, warp. I can work on that. Let's see here. No, oh well, I can do the Skelly farm too. No, I can't. For whatever reason, I tried to do it the other day, but building up bows at the Skelly farm takes so god awful long. It's easier to just get the string and craft them. I'm bankrupting the string in the mob farm. Alright, so... let's put the iron buckets back in for the moment. The other thing that sucks about crafting bows is bows don't stack. So you can't just craft 64 of them at a time.
Yeah, it's all one at a time.
Well, I mean, you can hold shift and click and it'll craft as many as will fit in your inventory, but that's it.
I have 14 bows.
This is gonna be a pain. Now, see, this is where I'm missing the other crafting table already, because there's a crafting table you can make in the modded, where if you exit out of the crafting table, the items stay there. So nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I've made it a point not to talk to Ethan about modded, though. I mean, I've mentioned it to him. It's like, hey, the hermits are doing this, and that's all I've said, though. So if we figure it's just a little bit over 200 for what we've done so far, that means each side is about 100 dispensers. A little bit over, actually. I'm gonna put my own bow down at my hotbar so I don't accidentally grab it. Last thing I need is my super enchanted bow going into a dispenser. You still there? I did hear a beep from Discord.
Yeah, I got sidetracked by hockey. Sorry.
Sports.
Yeah, dude, it's the home opener. But I got 18 dispensers with all the bows and string and everything in my inventory. So, about how many you got cooking? Around 60?
I'm about to hit 60.
Oh, good. Only like another 100 and something more to go.
Yeah, something like that. Time to craft more bows. I've been mining with Silk Touch for so long, my cobblestone supplies are actually running low. Not that low though, but lower than they've been in a long time. Oops.
Alright, I guess it's time to go on a spider hunt.
You don't have to do all that.
Well, I mean, if we need the string and we need the bows.
Actually, you could go just kill stuff at the Skelly farm too if you wanted. They drop bows occasionally, and then you can combine the bows to make full bows. Up to you.
Can you put an enchanted bow into a...
Crafting table?
No, into a dispenser.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna try it either.
Well, I got some old bows that have just like punch 1 and power 2 on it.
Oh, if you've
that
got some old bows like that, especially if they're not full, you can just combine them on a crafting table to remove the enchants.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I can't because I'm out of XP.
No, not on the anvil, on the crafting table.
Oh, it'll work on the crafting table?
Yeah, if you aren't worried about keeping the enchants, you can just combine them on a crafting table and it will remove the enchantments.
Yeah, but most of the bows are like low on, I guess, hit points, and the dispensers I don't think will take it, will they?
Well, no, but if you combine them, they will. That's also a way of repairing them. Put 2 bows on the crafting table and try it out. You'll get 1 bow that's basically the combination of the two's durability.
Yeah, it did work.
Don't tell Ethan this, but I used the same seed for the modded world, and I took over his mountain.
Nice.
Like, I like this world, I'm gonna play in it, and I want his mountain.
I mean, it is a good mountain.
Yep. Well, back when I first started playing, at the time, I was one of those people that, I just basically found a hill to dig into, and made that my base for the moment, and then Ethan hops on, and he goes a little bit farther back and finds that mountain. I was like, shit! I would have just logged. Alright, well, we got almost 2 stacks of dispensers. God, that took a while. But yeah, I hadn't thought about that before, but you are indeed correct. If water mobs had been spawning at vanilla rates, taking over the Guardian Farm would have been a lot harder. Or taking over the Water Temple, rather. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run dispensers in this as far as I absolutely can with what I just crafted up, and then that'll be it for tonight.
Okay, I say I can run out the dispensers I have on me.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking, because I don't have any large projects in mind after this, um, and as a way to kind of thank you for helping me out with this, I was thinking if you wanted, we could work on that big village out in the taiga that you were trying to build.
Oh, you mean work on Dragon's Reach like I should be doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, we could.
yeah, I could help you with that. I actually think it's kind of cool that you try to rebuild an entire village from Skyrim.
Well, I'm mostly just trying to rebuild Dragon's Reach. I mean, the whole village, that's gonna be forever.
Mm.
I mean, it's doable, but it's a lot of resources.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't most of the resources be wood? It's easily renewable resources.
I mean, yeah, most of it is just the wood, but yeah, I do have most of the stuff to actually make the castle itself.
Nice. Wrong way.
Yeah.
That's why I usually get on the other side, or opposite of it, and face into it and do it that way. Oh, I accidentally destroyed a dispenser there. Whoa, hello. Thought I fell there from him. Like, what?
Hi.
I think we're off. Let's see here.
Well, I mean, they all have to come out.
Well, not on this side they don't, because this is the last one.
Oh, my bad.
Alright, let's just do this so I don't get confused. Ah, just gonna start me over, huh?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we'll just do that. Alright. Ah, not you. Oh, wait a minute, we forgot to do these. No biggie. Oh, hey, I'm rated. Sorry if I took a minute to notice you. I was actually kind of hoping you'd come on the stream tonight. Hey, 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 hey! Got cat on the keyboard. How many dispensers you got left?
14.
I got 12 left. I think I'm going to start doing buckets because I know I got nowhere near enough from the dispensers we've placed already. Oh, no, come back. I hate that. Can't lose a bucket. Oh, there you are.
Huh. Zombie with a shovel.
Yep, I've seen it.
Zombie now in the flushing system.
Oh great, now there'll be zombie flesh in the storage. Anyway, I was going to ask you, Emerated, you said you have a Twitch channel, and like I mentioned last week, I was looking for people who would stream from this server, so you mind linking me your channel? That's so sweet. Sweet, practical, whatever.
And I'm one short for this row.
Oh, is that... Alright, my Twitter should be on my YouTube About page. Just tweet it to me. I'll need your Twitter anyway if I'm gonna message you stuff, because I'm sure not giving you the server info here on YouTube. Not happening. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. What are you doing that causes Discord to beep at me?
I have no idea. What are you doing that's causing Discord to beep at you?
No clue. It might not even be from this channel though, because I've actually joined quite a few Discords at this point. So it might be from one of the other ones, because you stay logged into all Discords that you're a member of all the time. So
Do you have one more dispenser?
yeah, I do.
Alright, to finish up this one row, I was one short. Grazie.
No problem. Actually, since you stopped like that, I've actually got enough dispensers to go ahead and do this row too. Because if we stop it like this, I've either just got to not power that line, or we'd have half the water going in.
Right. Looks like we need more buckets too.
Oh yeah.
So many buckets.
Just find my Twitter page, which is the @Saiyan_Phoenix. And then just there should be a tweet. Hold on, let me pull up my Twitter. I'll tell you. Okay, so if you go to a person's page, underneath their picture, there's a button that says tweet to that person. Just click that.
You kids and your tweeter.
Oh, shut up. You're younger than I am. Did you already use all the buckets you made earlier?
Yeah, but I'm coming back with some more.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm about to the point that I'm going to have to break down some iron blocks or go get some more from the iron farm. Oh, hello. That's what you get, spider. Hey, more string.
And of course, I'm one water bucket short.
Of course. You mean that one right there?
Yep, that would be the one.
Oh, you've been busy over here.
Yep.
You have all these over here done?
Yeah, all these over here are done.
Okay, I just filled up a whole bunch more water buckets thinking I still needed some to...
We need 74 more dispensers.
Had to do the math, didn't you?
I was curious.
That's what we call better off not knowing.
Yeah, but at least we know it's a number, so that way, if, we don't make 100 different dispensers and then be like, oh, we only needed 74. Well, shit.
I totally misgauged the amount of redstone I would need. You had some?
Yeah, I had 15.
Oh, okay.
Exactly enough for an entire row.
Yep. Yeah, these are 15 long for a reason. Because 15 is how far a redstone signal travels. Hmm. Don't waste torches.
Well, just to keep it lit up while we're kind of working at night. And I've got plenty of torches.
Oh damn, still need a little bit more redstone. Seriously.
All right, tell me when to turn her on.
Alright, last redstone's down. Go ahead. Oh, we are missing some water buckets. Turn it back off.
Ugh.
Okay, that means I actually have a place to put these water buckets instead of just emptying them for no reason. Alright, let it all drain and then turn it back on. Alright.
All right, turning it back on.
Alright, we are almost done with this thing.
Looks nice.
Yep. Oh, look at all the guardians.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that redstone lamp's going crazy. Yeah, see why I told you the Guardians will attack the squid.
Yeah, they don't like squids, do they?
Nope.
I'll protect him.
Well, the only way to protect them is to kill the Guardians before they drop. And if you kill them before they drop, then you have to try to catch their loot before it goes to the lava, which is pointless. So,
Yeah, I know. I was just being silly.
oh, that squid actually made it through the drop. Also, for whatever reason, even though the Guardians seem to get pushed out of the system quite quickly, the squid will actually swim in the chambers much better. I mean, they are falling down still, but not at the rate the Guardians do.
Yeah, I noticed that. There's a couple of squids that are up on the sides here.
Yep. One, two, three, four. Well, no. There's one, two, three, four, and then two halves to go, which basically makes 5. 5 times 15 is 75. Maybe subtract 1, because one of these might wind up being 7. So I guess you were right, 74.
Yep.
I think the Guardians are actually attacking each other a little bit now, too. Oh well. As long as they make it through the lava, I don't care. I was almost thinking about making the very ends of those final flushing chambers be hoppers instead of stone, so that would catch any ink sacs from the squids. I might do that, I don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of ink sacs go into the lava.
Yeah, like that one just did there.
Yep. Let me see if any are making it through the system. Oh, there's 20 ink sacs in here now.
Yeah, I was about to say, whenever I looked, there was some in there.
First chest is almost full. You back yet, M-rated? I guess not. My phone hasn't notified me.
Did you also want to build a another mob farm above this?
Oh, right. I did have that idea, didn't I? Yeah, basically make this a all-in-one type thing. I'd have to seriously enlarge the storage system though, plus add item filtering and all kinds of shit. Got plenty of space for it though.
Oh yeah, definitely do.
Yeah, I think I might go in there though and replace those top blocks at the very end with hoppers. Because that's a lot of ink sacks we're missing out on. I do like it when we have more than one person working on this though, because I did this whole side right here by myself, and it took way longer than what it took the two of us to do that side plus these couple extra.
Oh yeah, you got double the people doing, double the work.
Doing it the old-fashioned way, are we?
Yeah. Though I didn't get any ink sacks.
Oh yeah, that's... Ooh. I'm surprised that squid isn't dead yet. He had like 5 of them targeting him. Thanks.
Sorry. Thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, you've only got 2 right now? You have a lot of people unsubscribe from you because you haven't used it in a while? Hey, Elvis, how you doing? Oh, 20-something's still not bad. I'm still at 12, so... I do this more for the fun of it than for getting subs. It'd be nice to actually get a few regulars, though, that would always come in whenever I stream. Usually it's just me and Travis all by our lonesome. Not that that's bad or anything, but... You a Minecrafter, Elvis? We've been working on this Guardian farm. We've only got the back 5 chambers here left to do, and then we'll be completely done with it. Travis actually just reminded me a minute ago that I've been thinking about... Oh, I know you. I wasn't talking... I wasn't trying to knock you, M-rated. I appreciate that you're here. I really do. You like every time I stream, you show up, and I definitely appreciate that. I was just saying it'd be nice to get a few regulars. But yeah, Travis reminded me earlier that I was thinking about building also a mob farm above here to basically make this place do double duty. So that way, if we come AFK out here, we're doing it. Granted, Guardian drops are definitely a good thing, but being able to get all different kinds of drops in one place would be definitely good. I'd have to seriously expand that storage system down there, though. Add item filtering and all kinds of stuff.
There are so many squids out here.
I told you. I think I'm going to have to lower that back down a little bit, though. Right now it's almost a little bit cheaty. Because I took it from like 10 to 100. I didn't think 100 would be that bad. And I'm like, well, 100, water entities over the, like 128 chunk area that it loads around any one given player. I'm like, it can't be that bad. Nah, it's pretty dense. But man, I'm definitely liking that site right there. All those guardians going off to their death. Hi Dominic, how you doing? I've been building this guardian farm right here. Let me go ahead and show you guys since you're both in here now and everything. I've actually got it set up, and I want to do something with this little torch tower right here to encase it and make it look not quite so stupid. I mean, right now it's just a torch tower, but there's only so many ways to encase it if I don't want to cover up the glass right there. But anyway, I've got it to where you can actually turn it off and back on. So when you're using it, you can turn it on with the press of a button. When you're not using it, or whatever, just to basically make sure that it's not causing any server lag or whatnot, just turn it off. That water draining does take a minute, though. You were definitely right, M-rated. Turning the water off is definitely going to be a thing. Turning it on doesn't cause a problem at all. But sorry, Dominic, this is not a public server. I have an idea, an idea in mind at some point that I'd like to open up a community server that we can all play on. Actually, now that the Hermit Pack is out, I would like to open both a community vanilla and modded server, in all honesty. But we'll see. Want to get some subs going first and whatnot, and people who can contribute to it, and because server hosting does cost a bit of money. Right now it's just me and a couple of friends, and it's very cheap, and I don't even miss the auto debit from this thing. But alright, let's go ahead and turn her back on now that all the fish have filtered through. Oh, the game doesn't even keep up. Used to be when I just had a few cells going, you could actually watch the water actually fall all the way down. Now it's like, water is halfway down. Oh, it's all the way down now. It just skips the whole thing. What's wrong with your PC, M-rated? Oh, you did sub, Dominic. Thank you. I guess you have your sub set to private. Either that or the stream software that I use isn't exactly working right. But if you have your sub set to public, it actually pops up a little thing saying you subbed and whatnot. It's kind of cool. But yes, I do have fly enabled in this world. That's the only cheaty thing that I have. It is pure survival except for fly, which when you're working with things like this, if you had to like climb all the time, it'd be completely. I mean, you're basically God in this world anyway. You do whatever you want. I don't see why you can't fly. But yeah, this is a spigot server. We do have warps, which I guess is also cheaty, but whatever. Especially if you get a big server, where you got things all over. It's not like you're gonna walk around everywhere. We have warps, we have fly. I think that's about it for the cheaty stuff.
In just that little bit of time, I got 2.5 stacks of ink.
Wow. Looting sword?
Well, that and the thousands of squids that are down here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't hate building in survival. I mean, I love building. I've absolutely loved building this. Um, I researched a long time looking at tons of different Guardian Farm ideas, and I picked this one, which is rather an expensive build because of the number of dispensers and buckets you have to have. Um, I mean, there's some builds where there's no redstone or anything. You just basically build layers for them to. Like there was one, I forget what it was called. I think it was called the funnel. There was no redstone involved with it at all. It was just multiple funnels on top of each other where they could spawn in and then flow into a central drop shaft and die. But I wanted this. The design that I found on YouTube was actually much smaller than this, but as the guy who pointed it out, I think it was Atlas Minecraft's channel. As he pointed out, this is pretty much infinitely expandable within the area that the Guardians will spawn in. Of course, I couldn't, expand it all the way out here because Guardians don't spawn over here. But the main idea was pretty much infinitely expandable. You just line up all the cells next to each other. The octave. Oh, no. Do not compare me to Exuma Void. No, I'm nowhere on that level. The Octave Void is a piece of work that I will never even come close to comparing to. First time I saw that thing, I was like, oh my god. But yeah, I I like that you watch Exuma though. He's definitely a good Minecrafter, good Hermitcrafter. But no, this is nothing like the Octovoid. I mean, I've got no design down here whatsoever. It's just sand and the floor of the temple that I didn't hack up. I hacked up everything of the temple but the floor. But no, I appreciate that. But no, I'm no Exuma Void. Oh, I'll have to show you that, by the way, Travis. I'll send you a screenshot or something. Exuma cleared out a Guardian Temple and cleared the whole thing out. Uh, I think I just saw you kill something over there. Cleared the whole thing out and then took it all the way down to bedrock. The whole, like, imagine my sand walls here, but all the way down. And
Oh
then,
wow.
and then he replaced all of his sand walls with glass, and he made nifty little hexagonal patterns in the glass so that it kind of came out like a flower all the way around, like a big petal or something. And then he's got Guardian Farms in there and all kinds of stuff. It is freaking amazing. Yes, I cleared out all this water manually. It was a task that took me off and on about 2 weeks to do. I did use a little redstone piston machine to do it. But even still, with redstone and pistons will only push 12 up to 12 blocks at a time, meaning that even with that machine, I could only clear out a 12 by 12 area at once before I had to break the machine down and move it to the next area. Um, I mean, it made it go a lot quicker, but still. But yeah, I cleared out all the water myself, with the exception of the last little bit of water inside the temple that Travis cleared out. Hey, Maruin, I hope I pronounced that right. Maruin. I know, right? I'm actually getting people tonight. I'm happy. I'm just kind of showing off the mob farm. Oh, what I will do, I like to do this when I do get people. I'll go ahead and give you guys a tour too. Now, right now, I'm just out in the middle of nowhere, basically, by the Guardian farm. Let's go ahead and turn it off while I'm not in the area. Unless you're going to stay out here, Travis?
No, I'll head back too.
Alright, so, yeah, this mob farm, I've got it set to turn off whenever we're not using it, and all the water will drain down. Oh, we're not in the mesa, but there is a mesa right next to this. I'd like to do some things in the mesa. All I've used it for so far is just gathering a bit of clay. Right here, let me go back to the main area. Now, my house is really nothing to see at the moment because all it is right now, I've got my original house still kind of settled down in there because I'm still using it, and the beginnings of the Eris Castle of Lions coming up. Okay, Emreddit, I will definitely do that. Once I have your Twitter, then I can talk to you outside the channel anyway, and we'll see. I just want to take a look at your channel and whatnot. Have you ever streamed on YouTube before, or do you just do exclusively Twitch? Anyway, like I said, this is our spawn area. We've built pretty much everything around spawn, with a couple of exceptions. The sand castle there. This is survival multiplayer, yeah. Like I said, I've got fly. We do have teleports, but other than that, it's survival multiplayer. Hey, Zoe! Nice to see you. But this is the spawn castle that I made. It's got pretty much just the basic amenities in it. Got a brewing station, enchanting, anvils, mailboxes for the few people who actually are on the server. And then the signs over there are warp signs to all of our individual bases and a couple extra locations. And then the portals, I use multiverse as well. Oh, it's up to you, dude. It's up to you. I was just asking. I use multiverse, so I have a portal to an amplified world and a portal to just an extra world. The nifty thing about that world is that it spawns in an ice spikes biome, a huge ice spikes biome. Oh, hey, Nico. And Dominic. Did you switch accounts completely, or did you just bring the other one in too? That's a little lighthouse that I built just because I felt like it. This is our sugarcane farm, which I'm debating on turning off because we got 4 double chests full of sugarcane and whatever's in here at the moment. That one's almost full too. And unfortunately, the little droppers, the little system in there that takes the sugarcane up to this chest, if you let the chest get full, it backs up and it breaks, and you gotta go down there and fix it. This here is Tango Tech's cow farm, probably the best cow farm in existence. Stupid little chicken farm. This used to be my Flushing wheat, carrot, and potato farm. I actually had it dispenser powered with water, which meant you had to Oh no.
What's oh no?
Let's see here. Okay, that one's still in there. Only one of my farmer villagers is still in there. Which probably gives me the excuse that I need now to go ahead and tear this thing down and restart, because I converted it to a villager-powered farm, and I've got this thing so well. How did you just die? Really?
I was trying to make the leap of faith, and I misjudged.
Okay, that's why you turned your fly off. But like I said, this used to be a flushing farm that I had powered with dispensers and water buckets. Do villagers actually despawn? They're not supposed to. Villagers are not supposed to despawn. But I've got this thing lit up. There's no way a monster could have spawned in here. I mean, I guess maybe if a monster spawned up here, but that shouldn't be possible either. But yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and tear this thing down now and just remake it a flushing farm again, because getting the villagers over here and getting it set up to where this thing actually worked was a pain.
Unless a spider crawled up it, maybe?
Spiders don't tend to attack villagers. Just zombies.
Oh.
Okay, so this over here is Travis's castle. This has pretty much been the stellar build on our server the entire time we've been here. The Guardian Farm might come close. But yeah, he built this giant dragon on top of his castle. It's freaking awesome. Ethan loves to point it out every time he streams too. These are Mumbo's piston.
Oh, and it's catching on fire again.
Are
well,
you?
That's a good thing.
I just checked that the other day and there was no fire.
Well, that's just lucky.
Zoe? Hold on, let me scroll back up in the chat. I didn't even see you try to scare me. I'm sorry. Oh, the boo? That was you trying to scare me? I thought that was just, Halloween's coming up. I'm sorry. Wasn't trying to wasn't trying to make you self-destruct. I prefer that you didn't. Oh, one other thing that we do have, since you're about to notice it happen now, I have something called Creeper Heal, and it also controls fire. Explosions, burning, fire, all that does full damage, but the area that was damaged will heal, basically. This is Will's area. He built the Teen Titans Tower. He actually wants to redo it out of iron, which will be a huge project. The chorus fruit weren't put there by him, that was put there by us because the four of us we're going to do a live stream together where we took down the Ender Dragon, which none of us had ever taken down the Ender Dragon before. But he kind of bailed on us at the last minute, and it was understandable. He had stuff that came up, but we decided to spam chorus fruit all over his front yard. This here is the Leap of Faith. When I built the slime house right here, this is the collection area above the slime farm that I have underground, I made the roof out of slime blocks, and then I decided, well, let's use it. So there's the Leap of Faith. Let me go ahead and show you guys.
Of which I just died on recently.
Yep, you sure did. Wow, this is high up there. Ooh. Really need to make a minecart up here or something, because there's only a ladder or a flying, and both of those take a lot of time. Anyway, we'll turn my fly off just so I'm not cheating.
And I'm gonna see if I can snipe you with an arrow on the way down.
Are you kidding me?
Why not?
I need to be running. Hold on. Double tap. Haha, you missed. And again. Whoa!
Third time's a charm.
Oh, I have no 3D perception.
How are there zombies here? You have so many torches down. What is going on?
Oh, they probably came up out of that cave. Alright, to continue the tour, this here is our villager trading hall, which Ethan built. He actually got a very good system for flushing the villagers through, much better than the one I've been using in my little personal private world. But the villagers come up a channel that's through here, up top, and then float across, and then when they hit a spot that's open, they fall down in here. And let's check the villagers. Depth Strider 1, yeah. And then if we decide we don't want them, we just hit the button, and they go off to villager wherever. And then when you hit the button, it also resets the track up top so another one can fall down in there. This is Ethan's entire mountain. He took up this mountain. He built the tree, the pagoda, all the work around it. I'm not going to take you inside his base because he hasn't been on the server in more than a month. So I decided to fill his house up with chickens, as you can see there. And we'll take you around on this side too. You see there. So next time he logs in, he's going to have a whole bunch of chickens. And yes, I'm glad you noticed that. Actually, if you would have seen the redstone earlier, you would have picked up on that sooner. But yes, this is the Mumbo Jumbo texture pack. I absolutely love it, which is basically just faithful, plus a couple extra things from Codecrafted, specifically the wool and redstone stuff. This is our gold farm. Let's go outside first, actually, to show you what it actually is, since Ethan hasn't finished the top yet. This is a giant block of portals that pigmen can spawn in, because pigmen do spawn randomly in nether portals in the overworld. And then they fall down that drop shaft there, and we get their drops. So we need to do some more AFKing here, though, but we have built up a little bit of gold. Guess who's gonna get a shout out? Guess who? And I wonder who it's from. I think I know, but I can't think of it at the moment. I'm sorry, Zoe. It's anyway. I added this section just recently to the. I basically added a basement to the gold farm, because one of the problems we were having with the villager trading hall was that it was getting so full of villagers that we wanted to keep. We just got. Oh, that's like Sesame Street or Mr. Rogers or something. Oh my God, childhood. So anyway, the villager hall is getting so full of villagers that we actually, wanted to keep, like mending villagers and stuff like that. I made this area over here with that little mine shaft tunnel right there to bring over the villagers that we permanently want to keep and store them here, so the villager trading hall has more room to accumulate even more villagers now. Oh, Blue's Clues. That's why I don't know it. I was an adult pretty much by the time Blue's Clues came out.
Wow, you are old.
You know what? Oh, the other reason why I think we're getting mobs here is, well, this area isn't exactly as well lit up as some, but it's also because I raised the mob cap. But anyway, me and Travis actually built this right before we started work on the Guardian farm. It's just your basic bridge, but as you may or may not have noticed, the spawn area that we come in on, where you spawn in this world, is an island. There's a whole desert area and then a savanna on the other side of that, but it's fully surrounded by water. So we finally decided that we were tired of that and built a big bridge all the way over to the mainland over here, which you can just now see starting to load in. Let's use that control trick he taught me. Still can't believe Travis had to teach me this.
Yeah, I know, Mr. Minecraft over here didn't know you could fly faster with control.
Nope, sure didn't. Oh, right. Speaking of Mumbo Jumbo, you guys, or at least Dominic, should recognize this. Cover the island with water seeds. We actually chose this seed because it starts you off on an island, and rather than just starting you off in the middle of whatever huge landmass most seeds start you off in. But this is the Mumbo Jumbo Flushing Mob Farm that you've probably seen in Hermitcraft Season 3 and 4. Now, to be fair, don't you have like 200 subs, Zoe? I think last time I went and looked. Anyway, to be fair, we didn't just steal Mumbo Jumbo's mob farm. We actually modified it. Each one of these sections, rather than being 2 blocks tall to accommodate most mobs, is actually 3 blocks tall, so this thing will catch Enderman as well. We're also using the double layer carpet trick on the outside, where Enderman could potentially spawn or teleport to prevent that. And then down here, under the water, in an area only accessible by the nether or by warping, is the collection area down here in the water. Ooh, look at that huge squid family right there. And another one over there. But let's go ahead and do that real quick. Mob farm. Yeah, this is the collection area that we have down here. And as you can see, it actually does pretty well on Enderman. It's not like an Ender or anything, but just for the few of us, it gives us more than enough Ender Pearls, really. And which drops to glowstone, redstone, sugar, sticks. Doesn't do quite so well on the witch drops for whatever reason. I'll go ahead and take the exit into the nether. And then the last thing I'm going to show off is in the end. I usually wait, especially since this is a Spigot server, and Spigot usually doesn't release until there's actually an official release. So this will probably get upgraded to 1.11 shortly after 1.11 comes out. It didn't take too long for them to release an upgrade for the 1.10 update. So guess I left the minecart over here on the far end again. I did. I'll go ahead and send it back just to be nice. This is the Ender that we're currently in the process of building. This project's kind of on hiatus though because we were building it with Ethan, and he hasn't been on for a long time. I did come on the other day and actually make the drop shaft just to get it done because that's one of those things that, you know, it really doesn't matter who does it or how it's done, just as long as it gets done. But as you can see, we're using the carpet trick here again. And you can see that it actually keeps Endermen from spawning because, as you see right here, the only Endermen spawning are the ones that are actually spawning on the stone slabs. Now, eventually this is all going to be spawn-proofed entirely. Once we get the walls built up and... Oh, that's loud. Sorry. Yes, this server is very Hermitcraft inspired. Now, one thing I will say, I did see just the other day, well not the other day, it's actually been a couple weeks or so now, Iskall on the Hermitcraft server actually deployed the, oh, they can teleport to a single carpet layer. Interesting. He actually modified their end area with the carpet trick to keep Enderman spawns from happening. We actually started on that before. That's not something we got from Hermitcraft. That was our own idea. Go away. So yeah, this isn't Hermitcraft inspired. They copied us. I'm sure they don't even know us, but they copied us. Alright, I know I can hit you with an arrow, but maybe you'll teleport somewhere else. But yeah, we're using the carpet trick. This is actually... Because the thing about it is that usually whenever you see an Ender, it's an incredibly cramped space. There's no room for item storage or anything like that. And I mean, people do have item storages, but it's so limited. And especially with the amount of Ender pearls you get here, it's just really impossible to store them all. And it's still going to be impossible, really, no matter how much storage you have. But we're actually want to have a huge open space that we can come into, have chests, have all that. Die. Anyway, and be able to feel like we're actually in a nice build rather than just, oh look, it's the cramped little Ender. We're only coming here for the XPs, which is probably the only reason we'll come here, but we're not going to admit that. They secretly watch my series, maybe. But if you go to Ethan's channel and go back, you can probably see we started it before. Because I remember telling him a couple weeks ago when Iskall did that. I'm like, Iskall's doing the same thing we're doing. But yeah, that's actually something that we started beforehand. I was surprised that the Hermitcrafters did it. Sleep? What sleep? We don't need sleep. But yeah, this is my little world. This is going to get totally redone now that my villagers decided to die for whatever reason or disappear. Because I actually had a farming villager in each of these sections and they're gone now. See, this little area over here is Crushy's. Crushy hasn't played in a long time either. But one thing I do like about his area is he actually built him a little hobbit hole, which is really, really cool, and a wizard's tower. Everybody builds a wizard's tower, don't ask me why. And Ethan, for his 300 sub landmark, did the Spartan 300 in the air with all red clay, and then built a Greek Parthenon beneath it, made pretty much entirely out of quartz. According to him, he spent hours upon hours mining up all the quartz it took him to do that, which is more patience than I have, I think. But yeah, like I said, Dominic, I do have a plan to... Oh, you want to link to Ethan's channel? Okay, 1 second. I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah, keep sending them messages. That way he start streaming again.
But yeah, you should be able to go back to his streams and find the one where we did the start building the inner ender. And you can check the dates. It was before Iskall did it on Hermitcraft. But yeah, this is our little server. Like I said, we do have plans to at some point have a community server. I also at this point, because the Hermit Pack just released, and this is my first time playing around with mods, and so far I am absolutely loving it. I wouldn't mind actually having both a vanilla or Spigot based vanilla server and a community modded server as well. The only problem with that is that the Hermit Pack, according to what Exuma says, takes a minimum of 4 gigs of RAM to run. So that would be a slightly expensive server because they don't just throw resources at you like that unless you pay for it. Also, I'm really hoping that what the Hermits are doing with the Hermit Pack brings people back to modded again, because modded died for the most part after 1.7, because when 1.8 was released, it was a complete rewrite almost of Minecraft. They changed so much stuff that the modders were like, heck with this, I'm done, I'm not rebuilding my mod from the ground up. And then they came back a little bit later and they're like, well, when 1.9 releases, we'll go ahead and update our stuff. Well, that didn't happen either. So the majority of the mods up until just a little bit ago were still 1.7, 1.6. Well, Hermitcraft I'm guessing what they did was they got together with a lot of the mod makers and actually did something for them or gave them some kind of benefit. Maybe they get to play on the server too or something, I don't know. But they got a lot of them to update their mods for 1.10.2. So I'm hoping now that that's happened that a lot of the other mod makers are going to update that stuff so that like the admin stuff, because I don't think there's really any admin level stuff in the Hermit Pack. It's all game stuff, which is just fine. Oh, Tinkers, that's actually the first mod I've been playing with, was Tinkers. I'm loving that so far. You actually don't have to touch a regular crafting table at all, with the exception maybe the first couple things you make, thanks to Tinkers. Everything, you don't even really have to touch a regular furnace if you don't want to. You can do everything in the smelter, I think almost everything in the smelter. Haven't made a smelter yet, been playing with the crafting table so far, made all my weapons and stuff. I guess you would have to touch a crafting table to make your armor and whatnot and some other regular stuff. I'm 15th, really? Nice. That's actually pretty cool to know. Because I've wondered sometimes, because a lot of people don't come in here. So sometimes I wonder if they bury me at the bottom of the list. But, if they start getting like all the other mods updated too, especially like admin level stuff, so I can actually effectively admin the server as well, because I have all the admin stuff for Spigot, because Spigot's been around forever. But I was gonna prove it by kicking Travis, but I'll be nice.
How rude.
Me? Rude? Never. I still maybe M-rated, Dominic, Zoe, one of you guys know. Now, Travis would have ideally liked to build his dragon out of obsidian. However, that would be a huge pain in the butt to actually not only find that much lava, but then convert it all into obsidian and mine it up. It was a big enough pain getting all the obsidian to make the gold farm over there. So he went with the next best thing. He went with black wool, which actually looks pretty good. Now, lava will cause things to catch on fire if it's within 2 blocks of the lava. However, as you can see, he's got a 2 block width around everything. He made sure that nothing was 2 blocks, in height either. And
Boom, got another dog.
where?
I heard it behind my castle.
Oh, right behind your big castle or your taiga castle?
My big castle.
Oh,
Like my
wow.
dragon castle.
Nice. Now you just have to get to follow you all the way over over to the taiga where the other one is. Look. Really? Right? Wow. TMI, man. TMI. What if you do you, but TMI. Anyway, the question I have for you guys is, would any of you have any idea why? And also, one other thing I want to throw in here. Usually when the fire happens, and Travis can vouch for this as well, when the wool will tend to catch on fire, it will only happen once per day at a specific time of day. I don't know if the sun has anything to do because it's only while the sun's up, and usually when the sun's like straight up. So you guys have any idea how the lava is spreading like that, even with the appropriate 2 block buffer between it and the flammable material? I would definitely like some insight on that. It doesn't really cause that much of a problem because we have the heal. The blocks will return automatically, but it's still kind of weird. Okay, bye Dominic. Sorry you gotta go. Oh, are you leaving too, Imrated, or are you just saying bye to Dominic?
Dick.
Hey, I didn't hit you or your dog. What more do you want?
Trying to get it to follow me inside here.
Hold a bone, it'll follow you.
That's what I'm doing.
Gonna say though, if you've tamed it already, it should follow you. You just gotta get far enough away from it for it to follow you. Speaking of sweet, wow, I would never leave you. Wow, yeah, I'm gonna go with sweet on that one. Let's see here. Probably could stand to craft up some slime blocks. Yep. Oh, do I really not have enough room? Okay, just do that for the moment.
Huh. Did you know a dog will shake off whenever it falls into water?
Really?
Yeah. This dog just fell into water and like shook off like a dog would.
I had not ever seen that before. I never leave anyone's streams unless they told me to, or unless you're finally going to bed. Which for you seems to be almost never. Tell what? Oh, Dominic, are you still here? Are you still here for a little bit? I forgot to show him the skyblock. I completely forgot about skyblock. But yes, I'll go ahead and do this now just so you guys can see. I added this very recently. Really? It's dark and it's raining. Sleep. Sick of you? Why would I get sick of you? But anyway, I also added a skyblock world. I've actually modified mine quite extensively, as you guys can see. Travis's is right over there. His is still pretty much just as it spawned. You haven't been a dick to me, so, you know, whatever. I think you might have added just a little bit more space there.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't been on Skyblock in a while.
But yeah, I think I told M-Rated this the last time that he was on, but if you are lucky enough to have cows spawn on your skyblock, fence them up as quick as possible, or else they will fall off like dumbasses, because they are. Anyway. And now I need to sleep in this world too. I don't mind sexual jokes. I don't. The only thing that I would mind, that I would kick you for in this channel, is if you're rude, like really, really rude, like offensive rude. Um, if you're, you know, threatening people, if you're like threatening to dox them, hack them, find them, and cut their throats or something, I don't know. But I'm pretty laid back, as you guys can probably tell. I actually make it a point to not be offended because everybody else in the world gets offended at everything. I literally don't care about all the stuff you're offended about. If you do something really bad, I probably will be offended, or I'll, you know, whatever. But I don't care because most stuff is done in good fun, or at least I would like to think so. So as long as you're not being intentionally, you know, just vile, I don't care. Okay, so is he straight or gay? Because he's talking about boobs, but then he's like, okay, whatever. After making a comment like that, I'm not sure you can claim being bullied. Well, that's just my opinion. But anyway, it is after 11 o'clock. I have got to be at work tomorrow, kind of early. Not too early. It's not like I got to be there at 8 or anything, but 10:30. Um, Still got about an hour to wind down and get into bed. Let me go ahead real quick, just in case Zoe wasn't around for this. I will head back to the water temple and show off what we finished. We are almost entirely done with the mob farm. Got these 5 cells back here left to do. Got the storage down there. And as you can see, the guardians are spawning like crazy. Wow, even with me and Travis loading 2 entirely different areas at the moment, they're still spawning like crazy. Damn. There's so many of them, they can't completely fill up. They can't jump down into the channel almost. Wow. This thing is going to be awesome.
Would you say that it's huge?
I think
It'd be huge. Huge and great.
really.
Yeah.
We have the best farms, I tell you. That's so nice to see. Yeah, we are working on the second chest now. Not surprised. Welcome back, Zoe. I was kind of hoping you'd come back before I left. I just came back to the water temple real quick because this is what we've primarily been working on before I decided to do the server tour. As you can see, if I look up top here, we've got just the 5 cells in the back left to wire up and finish. But it is already working very, very well. Now, Guardian Farms can also be a good source of ink sacs from these squids. However, the caveat to that is that the Guardians will usually kill the squids before they have a chance to filter all the way down and go through the lava, which means the ink sacs then fall into the lava and get destroyed. So I'm thinking at the very end there, underneath that final block of water on both sides, I might put some hoppers to catch those. Why am I leaving so soon? Because it's getting late and... Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want you to be sad, but it's getting late. I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you hang out with me every time I stream. I mean, literally every time I stream. I appreciate that. But I do have to get to bed. I have to go to work tomorrow. You know, gotta earn that paycheck. And I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and call it a night. Let's go ahead and do this. And cries in pillow. Okay. Anyway, good night, M-Rated. Good night, Zoe. M-Rated, I will look at your channel and I will get back in touch with you about potentially streaming from here. And we'll see how that goes. You guys have a good night. I appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by again. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.